Elon Musk is criticizing a key piece of President Biden's Build Back Better plan. He says, can it? In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Musk says that the bill, which includes, and who, if anyone would want it, it would be him. It includes federal funding. I know he's done pretty well up to this point.
Go ahead, finish reading, and then I'll
federal funding for electric vehicle charging. You know, the free market does do things pretty well. That should be scrapped.
Easy to say once you've already made all your money off of it.
Right, but he didn't write those laws in there, so they may have lobbied for him a few. But it would add to the country's deficit. Under the plan, consumers would also be given a tax credit if they buy an EV built by union workers using American-made batteries, vehicles made in non-union factories. And you know what? He loves China. That part is a little bit problematic. Anyway, non-union factories like Tesla's would qualify for smaller credits. Musk said he's all in favor of dropping all federal subsidies, but stressed that subsidies should also be dropped for the oil and gas industry. You hear that a lot. Joining us now is Tim Higgins, Wall Street Journal tech reporter, author of the book Power Play, Tesla, Elon Musk, and the bet of the century. Did I overdo it with my tears, Tim, and how much I love that? I mean, when he said, you know, he's talked about Bernie, he's talked about the woke progressive left, and he's definitely taking this thing. He's moving to Texas to get away from taxes. Do you like him now, or do you not like him now? Let's see, you're not with the opinion part of the Wall Street Journal. I guess you're with the other part.
Well, he's absolutely become a libertarian, right?
Yeah.
And it's also a little bit revisionist history because Tesla and Elon Musk have definitely benefited from those government interventions over the years. In fact, in 2018, when the company's near bankruptcy, if not for those tax credits that people were getting for the Model 3, the Model 3 would have been that much more expensive, and Tesla would have been that much more in trouble as it tried to generate the money it needed to stay afloat with the sale of those cars. So Tesla definitely, and investors definitely, have benefited from the government's help of the EV sector.
So it's you figure it's like, okay, I've got mine, so now I don't want anyone else to get theirs. You look at it with sort of a raised eyebrow.
I mean, he definitely is sounding like a big automaker now, right? I mean, look at Toyota is also unhappy with these proposed EV credits because they too would not benefit from them in the same way that a General Motors would. It goes back to years ago when traditional automakers were kind of trying to push back against some of these benefits that the Tesla was going to benefit from, right? If you want to protect your own, it's natural.
Tim, I'm worried. That plan is attacking you, man. That's not a Venus flytrap, is it? It's on your shoulder. Are you okay? That thing is coming after.
I'm in the woods, man.
You think he's okay, Becky? You were worried, Becky. I was saying, what is Becky laughing about? I go, oh my God, it's like that. What's that great Broadway play with the?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors behind Tim Higgins. Tim, isn't there any way?
What about that one?
Yeah, he does what he's fearless, and he's he's the richest man in the world, I guess. But isn't there any way that he could really believe that, as a libertarian, that the private sector is so innovative, and all the government does whenever it tries to do something for the private sector, usually all it does is screw it up because it's usually no accountability. I mean, it has. People would say they bailed out the financial system, that there's socialism and corporatism for big companies. But in general, don't you see most innovation coming from the private sector? And he could really believe that this is, just philosophically what his viewpoint is?
Well, sure. I mean, you look at SpaceX, right? That was born out of the idea that the government wasn't getting to space in a way that was efficient and practical and with the kind of energy that was needed, right? He went into SpaceX hoping to kind of ignite interest in the space race, and then ultimately they become this giant, right? I mean, you look at him in the last decade as he kind of pushes back against government agencies that he feels are in the way of his companies, right? So yes, Elon Musk clearly has a long track record of kind of pushing back against the rules that government have out there because he feels like they're in the way of innovation.